I'm Renee Charles with the Heartland Partnership, alongside one of my co-workers here, Ryan Spain, who is with the Heartland Foundation. And one of the big projects that the Heartland Foundation has taken on with the CEO Roundtable was the Build the Block.
Right.
And well, something great has come out of that, and people want to know now what are we doing, what's happening with it. So tell us.
Yeah, it's one of the most exciting projects that we've seen in our region in a number of years, and in fact across the state people are looking towards Peoria, and just being so complimentary that our citizens were able to really look towards the future and pass a historic referendum, maybe one of the most significant referenda in the state of Illinois history, also during one of the most difficult economic times that we've seen.
That's one of the most amazing pieces, is that we are in a very difficult time, but people see how important this project is, and so they've gotten behind it.
Absolutely. One of the things that was a big selling point for citizens was the idea that this project works as our own local stimulus package. And so one of the things people are very eager for now is to see some work taking place at the site, and seeing that fenced-in area now become a reality. And we're getting closer and closer to that.
So what is the timeline for that? A lot of people just expected once that referendum passed, let's go to work.
Sure.
But obviously there's a lot of work that goes into it, and some stuff happening behind the scenes now that people don't see. So kind of take us through the process of what's going on now as we get the committees and all the people and all the different organizations together. Kind of walk me through what's going on with that.
Sure, and I wish it was a snap of the fingers that as soon as that vote passed, we're ready to go.
Do.
Right, but there are really two important things taking place now, and one of them is governance and organization. And so you've got a lot of players involved in the project now. The City of Peoria, Peoria County, the Lakeview Museum Board, all of the Museum Collaboration Group members. And so work is taking place right now from a governance perspective to create the organizational framework for a new Riverfront Museum Board of Directors and its operating structure. The second thing that's taking place at the same time, very sympathetically, is construction activity and preparation for the work to begin. And one of the things that we hope to be able to start very soon is the construction of the underground parking deck, and it's hoped that that'll begin sometime this year. Obviously, the creation of schematic designs and construction documents take a long time, and we were really unwilling to go forward with that until we had passed the referendum successfully, so we made sure that those activities weren't at risk. We've passed, we're ready to go, and work is underway right now.
So we could actually see what people consider work happening, to actually see it and things coming out of the ground, maybe by the end of the year, the end of the fall. When are we looking?
Absolutely. The hope is for fall, and certainly all of the engineers and project architects are moving forward very swiftly. For a project this size, they're moving very aggressively to be able to start work, and certainly because of the jobs that it would create, we all want to see some big equipment down there moving the dirt around and starting to dig, and we're working forward on that very quickly.
It's a very complicated project, so it's no wonder it takes a little bit of time. One of the other things I want to bring up that people may not think about, we all have said this one time or another, or heard it, every vote counts. In this particular situation, it really is obvious how every single vote counted. There were so many new voters that came out, but still, this only passed by a very slim margin. Talk about those numbers.
Sure. The referendum passed by just over 400 votes, and in an analysis that was completed after the election, we actually found out just how many new people came out to vote to support this project, and it took 4,400 new voters coming out to the polls as a result of this election. And we can tell that because you can look at voters that historically participate in local municipal elections, and we can actually look back and find out who are the new people that came about that were really just enthusiastic about this project and motivated to vote as a result.
So it took 4,400 or thereabouts new people to get out to the polls for us to have this referendum passed.
Correct.
So that's really a lot of work, and a testament to the collaboration of our region in getting this to go. We talked about the collaboration in the past. Again, this is a major project that takes that teamwork.
Yeah, if you think about all the people that helped make the referendum successful, and you have museum supporters, and you have local labor leaders, and you have quality of life proponents, and you have people that are interested in downtown development. If any of those pieces weren't present, this wouldn't have been successful. And so it was the perfect marriage of all sorts of collaborative partners throughout the community that let this be successful.
And there's still a few naysayers out there, but one of the things that you've said over and over is, wait until these people see how this puts us on the map. Wait until these people see what this does for our community. Explain to some people who may not have heard that before, what do you expect it to do for our community and how will it put us on the map?
I think this will be one of the biggest catalysts for downtown development that we've ever seen. And if you think about this museum project and the Caterpillar Experience project as a capstone to this decade, what we're starting to call almost the $10 billion decade for the Peoria region, it's quite an amazing project. And so if this is the culmination of so many different activities that have taken place over recent years, it's really going to put Peoria on the map. It will bring people to our region, it will generate visitors, and it will spur additional development activities in our downtown area.
So we're going to see things happening soon. None of this, again, is a snap of the finger, but to update people on where we stand, that soon you will see it. It is happening right now. You may not be able to see it with the naked eye, but it is happening right now, and big things are on the way.
Be patient. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes work coming, and pretty soon we'll see a lot of work taking place out on that site.
All right, Ryan, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot.